up, everybody? It has almost been 1 week since What If dropped on Disney Plus, and I gotta say,
Oh shit!
spoiler alert if you haven't seen the first episode of What If. From the unique animation style and badass action sequences to the bonkers premise, we are definitely in for some twists and turns throughout this show. So let's take this time to unravel the following. What would happen if Peggy Carter became the world's first super soldier instead of Steve Rogers? What ripple effect does this have on the rest of the Marvel Universe? And what theories do we have for what's to come? This is Raj, and you're watching Cinema Unraveled. So, the first episode of What If kicks off by introducing us to the Watcher. He's this mysterious character that's been donning the Fortnite Galaxy skin, and he informs us that he can watch but not interfere, which 100% means he will be interfering at some point in the show. He takes us back to the events of the first Captain America film, where a young Steve Rogers is about to be injected with Erskine's super soldier serum. Now, in the movie, Dr. Erskine asks Peggy if she'd be more comfortable in the booth where the rest of the military are waiting. She complies, and the rest is history. However, in this version, she decides to stay down with Steve instead, and this is where we start seeing the effects of the multiverse kick in. The assassin sent by Red Skull decides to preemptively attack the facility before the procedure begins instead of after, which leads us to the most pivotal change we've seen in the episode so far. It's that baby Steve Rogers is shot as well. And because he's shot, he's unable to undergo the procedure. So this is where Peggy realizes that if she doesn't jump in to the pod and undergo the operation, no one will. So in goes Agent Carter, and out comes Captain Carter. And at first, she's bent just like Steve was. However, Howard Stark goes out and does Howard Stark things, creating a special suit for her. And on her first mission, boy does she kick ass. She actually nabs the Tesseract and captures Arnim Zola, which completely changes the game and puts us on a new trajectory where things start getting really spicy. The Tesseract ends up with Howard Stark, who has a basically unlimited power source in his hands now.
I'm limited by the technology of my time.
Not anymore, Howard. That's right, folks. We get to witness Howard Stark build the first Iron Man suit for none other than Steve Rogers. And this suit looks like a mix of the suit that Tony made to escape the cave in Iron Man 1 and Obadiah Stane's Ironmonger suit. So at this point, the episode condenses much of the movie, and we now flash forward to the infamous train scene. So where in the movie, Bucky loses his arm and falls off the train, not to be seen again until the events of the Winter Soldier. But it plays out a little bit differently here as well. This time, Bucky slips and starts to fall as he lands on the train, but Captain Carter is there to save him.
You almost ripped my arm off.
We also get to see more of the Hydra Stomper in action. But unfortunately, like the original movie,
It's a trap.
and both Steve and the Tesseract are captured by Hydra. I won't lie, I got super excited and I thought they were going to use this as an opportunity to make Steve Rogers the Winter Soldier. But who knows, that might be something we might see play out in future episodes. But this does lead to Captain Carter and the Howling Commandos storming Red Skull's castle to find out that he summoned a beast from another dimension. And this creature actually ends up killing the Red Skull instead of him being transported to Vormir by the Tesseract. So the Howling Commandos are able to rescue Steve and recover the Hydra Stomper suit, but to defeat the beast, Captain Carter has to push it back into the wormhole where it takes her with it. And as she comes out on the other side, we find out 70 years have passed, where she's met by Nick Fury and Hawkeye, replacing the fate that Steve Rogers had in the first film. It's looking like Captain Carter will be the one to join the Avengers on whatever mission Nick Fury and the Hawkeye have instead of Steve Rogers. It also means that the Iron Man technology is probably much more advanced than what we've seen in the live action movies, given that the suit started with Howard Stark in the 40s rather than Tony Stark in the late 2000s. So after watching the episode, the biggest question on my mind was, is this the last we've seen of Captain Carter? And we do actually have an answer for this. The director of What If confirmed that there would be a second season of the show and that Captain Carter would be featured heavily in this. What's more, the director has indicated along with the writer that they would love to see Captain Carter in the live action MCU in the future. But one thing I'd like to know more about is if we're going to see this storyline play out in a future episode or if each episode is going to be a new branch in a new timeline. I guess that's something we're going to have to keep watching to find out. So what was your favorite part of the episode? And what would be the craziest what if scenario you would want to see on the show? Leave your craziest theories and best what if scenarios in the comments below, and please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.